Hello, guys. Welcome. Welcome back to more NextFest demo action for the February 2024 Steam NextFest. Coming at you with some more demos for sure. This one took me by surprise. I did not know it was coming out whatsoever. Published by Gearbox Software, developed by Blackbird Interactive. We have here Homeworld 3. And if you didn't know about Homeworld, it was a series of games in first one came out 1999. It was telling me here on Wikipedia. I should go to my side to remind me of this. And had a sequel, Homeworld 2, in 2003. It was a good 21 years before the last Homeworld. It was a real-time 3D space strategy game. So apparently the devs have been surveying players. They're going to give this an extensive campaign in solo mode with a co-op mode that will fuse Homeworld RTS gameplay with a roguelike structure, which sounds very interesting. I played these games in the past when I was very young. I'm not very good at them whatsoever. There's a lot of ballistic strategy. I guess you could say that it's what's it, what they called? What those damn strategy games called? Total War in space, essentially. And get very difficult. Well, I personally found it very difficult to play these games. Enough said, though. Let's get in there for another demo. Main menu. I've got pre-purchase. This is coming out May 13th, 2024. If anybody's watching this and give me more insight into these games, I'd love to play the originals. Probably stream the original games and get into them, because I always loved how they were, how they played, and like the lore seemed really interesting. The history of Homeworld. Oh, here we go. This is interesting. Oh, the music. I always love the music.
Desert planet, Carrick. Home to a resilient but divided people known as the Kushan. They fought over resources under a burning sun for thousands of years. Everything changed when Rachel Sajet discovered something buried deep beneath the unforgiving sands. An ancient technology that would allow the Kushan to escape their dying world. A hyperspace core. And with it, a map that pointed the way to the true home of the Kushan, Hiigara. The Kushan put aside their differences and for 100 years worked together to construct a grand mothership that could transport 600,000 Kushan to Hiigara. Karen Sajet, Rachel's descendant, volunteered to be bound, body and mind, to the mothership and become its navigator and fleet command. But the efforts of the Kushan did not go unnoticed. The Taidan Empire, a powerful enemy who had exiled the Kushan to Carrick 4,000 years ago, took swift and devastating action. While Carrick burned, Karen rescued all that remained of her people. But instead of fleeing into the dark, Karen turned the mothership into the tip of a spear aimed directly at Hiigara. In the war that ensued thereafter, Karen's fleet emerged victorious. The Taidan Empire was shattered, and the Kushan reclaimed their homeworld, becoming Hiigarans once more. Just as Rachel discovered a hyperspace core, Karen learned of the existence of two others. The first of these was gifted to Karen by the Bentusi, an ancient race who called no planet home and lived only among the stars. The final core was won by Karen upon defeating the Vaegir, a vicious foe who sought to control the cores at any cost. Karen united all 3 cores aboard the legendary progenitor mothership Sejuk. And in doing so, unlocked a vast hyperspace gate network, enabling interstellar travel for all. Trade and culture spread effortlessly between the stars. Population centers grew in places previously inaccessible, and the galaxy was united in peace. Thus began the Age of Sajet. But deep in the Outer Rim lurked a region of space from which no ship ever returned. It became known as the Anomaly. Gates in this area were erratic, dangerous. Thousands of lives were lost. Eventually, these gates went completely dark, and the anomaly spread. Karen Sajet, aboard a new mothership called the Car Sejuk, was sent to find the source of the anomaly and stop it. She never returned. 20 years later, the burden falls to Karen's protege, Imogen Sajet.
Wow. It's pretty epic stuff, like, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, this is why really disappointed I haven't played the first 2 games. I may well play the original Homeworld and Homeworld 2 and the expansions. Well, they remastered Homeworld. I forgot about that. They remastered Homeworld. That's amazing. That helps out a lot. I mean, in a game from 1999, that's gonna be some jank. But it's reading now that development of this game started in 2017, fully funded by Gearbox, a mix of crowdfunded investment campaign. Relic, the original development studio, some of the key personnel are now working for Blackbird Interactive. This is really interesting. Number of people working on the game around 40. I mean, that is a nice amount of people working on the game for sure. Oh, what? Right, this is very disappointing. Gearbox was acquired by the Embracer Group, February 2021. Very unfortunate. You remember THQ, I don't know, Middle Earth Enterprises, Amplify Game Studios. They've bought tons and tons of studios and just put them in the ground. I think Deus Ex has just been recently cancelled. Sorry, this is getting a bit off topic here now, but if you'd like to hear more, I will do a video on that. But my God, it is they've been acquired by a group that is a cursed chalice. Really, they wanted to sell it off. They wanted to, but they can't. They've run these businesses into the ground. Okay, anyway, Homeworld 3 it is coming out apparently. And there's one way to check this out. 2 seconds. I will be right back. Cut this. Alright, let's get in there then. Tutorial. War games demo. I thought there was a campaign demo somewhere. War games is a simulation designed to test rising commanders. You and your fleet have been stranded deep in enemy territory. Together, you must battle from anomalous regions to Hegarian space. Using the carrier fleets, you must complete objectives and escape in the face of an escalating challenge. Speed was the essence, and as an enemy resistance is always rising. Discover powerful artifacts in war games. Each artifact discovery allows you to choose one of 3 upgrades for your fleet. For each session, you in 3 based on your performance. With enough XP to level up, unlocking. Okay, this just sounds like some the rogue like. No, don't search for game. There is a goddamn. The first time I loaded this game, it said campaign. No, don't exit. Multiplayer, war games, custom lobby, browse lobbies. This demo is online. There's a server list. 3 player, 2 player. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people playing. Do the tutorial. See what happens from there. Ah, yeah, that's what I remember.
Training will begin with reviewing and testing fleet functionality necessary for future missions.
It's definitely a new mothership. I can see the little ships coming out the bottom there. I just got obsessed with the way things looked in this game.
Mission goals are expressed as objectives. Missions may require multiple objectives to be accomplished, either linearly or concurrently. Situational awareness is key for control over the battlefield.
Yeah, I already got that down.
Practice rotating your view. Rotate your view to get a better angle of the mission area. Center the view on the mothership. Now rotate to look at the asteroid bay.
Asteroid Bay, okay.
And now rotate your view to look at the friendly carrier.
Friendly carrier.
Next is moving your view. Attempt this now.
Hold back. Yeah. Shift to increase speed. Yeah, that's what I was after.
Move your view to closely view the nearby asteroid bay.
Yeah.
Finally, adjust the height of your view to gain or reduce elevation in the mission area.
Iron.
Attempt to gain a close view of the Allied carrier above now.
I got this. I got this. Cheers. I'm using modern.
The zoom command can accomplish the same task, albeit more easily. Try this now. At any time,
Very slow.
it can be quickly returned to via a dedicated command. Try this now.
Backspace F4. Home.
Mothership.
I think this is what the problem I had with playing the original Homeworlds. It was just like micro, micro, so much micro. Just like get in there, stuck in, pressing space. So clicking on the button on the lower center of the HUD will toggle the sensors Manager view.
The Sensors Manager is critical for quickly surveying the entire mission area all at once. Good. The direction of critical positions in the mission area will be shown on the sensors gyro.
See the mouse wheel is incredibly small. Directional gyro. What locations or objects are indicated by arrows that appear on the surface of the directional gyrosphere?
The first marker shows the direction of the mothership. This second marker points towards objectives and related points of interest. Finally, the last marker indicates the direction of any combat events currently underway.
I see.
The Sensors Manager allows you to see the positions of the fleet, as well as their line of sight.
Okay, good. I can do a tactical pause.
Orders can also be issued from this view. All units have a sensors range. Their effective sighting radius as a sphere around them.
Yeah, mothership.
Outside this range are usually undetectable, and these areas are the dark fields of the Sensors Manager. All units have differing sensors range. Spreading ships out, or building units that specialize in high sensor range, can provide crucial information on enemy positions.
Roger, roger.
Resources are highlighted with triangular points of interest. At any time, a tactical pause can be issued. Use this to your advantage to plan or issue orders under high stress or time-critical situations.
Way ahead of you, buddy. Wow, you're inside. That's cool. Man, Homeworld always made these games like freaking sick. Such a damn shame that it turned out this is being made by people on top. Embracer group. Absolute crying shame. I hope this game gets the support it deserves. That's all I'm saying. Wow, look at that. Sorry if this is too fast. The lights. Time dilation. The pause system allows the gameplay speed to be adjusted or virtually paused at any time during gameplay. All actions are still available, including selecting units, issuing orders, queue abduction. Toggle between the current gameplay speed and virtually pause. Press P. Adjust the speed. Use the mouse wheel. Okay.
Initiate and then cancel a tactical pause now.
Yeah.
Note that while paused, units cannot react to orders. Likewise, objectives cannot be completed. Operation speed can be reduced by intervals of 25% using the dedicated command. Try this now.
Got it. I got it. This is the problem I have with these games. I'm not really paying attention.
We will focus on the mothership.
Camera focus. The middle mouse button, right Alt and F to focus the camera on selected objects. Focusing on an already focused object to bring the camera in closer. Alternatively, Alt, right Alt. Just click on an object to focus the camera.
This can be done with a dedicated command to enter a focused view. Try this now.
Attention.
When ships have been focused on, your view will be set to orbit around the subject. Attempt to orbit your view around the mothership with it in focus. Your view can also be zoomed in and out from the subject. Try this now.
A bit faster.
Now for commands. All unit operations begin by designating a unit to issue orders to.
Select the unit, drag a box. Hold left shift. Right shift when selecting unit to add it to the current selection. Instead of replacing it. So I can select a bunch of things. Double click on the unit. Select all the same units, yes. Do the current selection, sorry.
Start by selecting the resource controller. Controller on station.
Didn't learn how to... Dude, I have not got a cursor. Okay, now I have a cursor.
Attention.
Not all ships are combat vessels, but each class of ship has a unique role, function, and set of abilities. The mothership is a slow but well-armored shipyard, capable of fending off rudimentary threats on its own. The resource controller's resource ability is used to harvest resource units, RUs, primarily from resource patches found in asteroids or structural debris.
Asteroids containers. Resources can be found in asteroids and containers or on the surface of ancient megalithic structures.
With the resource controller selected, begin a resource operation. These RUs will be used in further ship production and research. Additional resource controllers allow the collection of RUs from multiple resource sites at the same time. Resource controllers are unarmed and should be protected. While very vulnerable, they have several additional uses, including recovering mission-vital objectives in the AO, and in some circumstances, even capturing enemy ships. Growing the fleet is essential for every operation.
Apparently that wasn't something I could mine. Research. Some units and their abilities require research before they can be produced or used. Research can be done by the build management panel. Hovering the cursor over an entry will display research prerequisites. If any, press B, click on the build and research button in the upper right hand corner of the screen.
Open the Build and Research command interface to begin unit production. In some instances, technology must be researched before production can begin. Recon strike craft are now available. Research in order to produce a small contingent of ships for the fleet. Material site locked in. Now that the technology is available, the fleet can be reinforced.
Units to grow the fleet. I'm blasting through.
Specialize in unit production. Larger or more powerful ships take longer to build, as well as more resources.
Just give me a bunch of these
If the fleet runs
guys.
out of resources, production will stall during its creation.
Already out of control.
Military units can be selected for orders like non-military ones, but all military units can be selected at once through the dedicated command. Try this now.
That's cool. Looks like the Mass Effect ship. Also the Normandy.
This is command.
Yes. Press F4 to select all the military units.
Move the contingent of recon ships to the marked point to scout beyond our position.
Beyond our position.
Our units can take advantage of terrain as a shield against oncoming threats. During combat, pilots will attempt to take advantage of whatever cover is nearby, but giving them path directions that take advantage of cover can be paramount to mission success. Ready to copy. The area is clear of resources. Please advise.
Jesus Christ. Did you send these guys? Move them to the marked position on the terrain. Is that the marked position?
Move the strike craft to the marked destination near the terrain.
Terrain? What terrain? That terrain. Wait a minute. That's not there. There.
Coordinates locked in?
Yeah.
Units can also be directed to positions out in open space.
Ops controller, site looks good. Collection is underway.
Destroyer. Send them to open space. Okay.
We're on the move.
Learn this.
Move the recon strike craft to the
Maybe.
designated location. Attention, hostile presence detected ahead.
Select a unit capable of attacking and press and hold control plus click.
Direct our units to engage the hostile presence.
Who are these boys? Who are these attacking? So many ships out here. Oh, there's transporting goods. One guy.
Receiving. Break off. Cycle tracking on me.
Jesus. There's more.
Good luck.
Face him.
Check deflection. Make them count. Go with message. They're all over me.
Where are they going?
Standing by. Break. Break and roll in.
Taking fire. They're targeting main power relays.
Leaving you dudes.
They're locked onto us. Rounds incoming. It's target track. Hostile eliminated.
One more.
Defending. Ops, controller, we are in position.
Give me
Collectors
stilts
are
on that
active.
thing. Don't lose visual.
Position secured. Ship behavior can also be controlled through formations and stances. Start a new formation.
Everybody's just in a clusterfuck area now.
Send message.
Formations, mixed formation, delta.
Formations change how ships align themselves in relation to one another. Formations can affect grouping, ability to focus fire damage, and even vulnerability to certain weapon types. In addition to placing units in formation, behavior can be fine-tuned through stances.
Dances affect how units behave, particularly with information. Aggressive stance, evasive stance, neutral stance.
Stance influences many factors, including unit formations, attack patterns, and cover usage.
Copy, fleet. Just keep us out of sight, okay? Confirmed. Allies Allied ships inbound. Cycle target.
Now they're aggressive.
Hostiles destroyed. Transferring
Sweet.
command of the Allied interceptor strike craft to you now. Ops,
Your ships have suffered casualties. Replace and reinforce the fleet as resources become available. Units can be quickly repaired by sending them to dock with either the mothership or a carrier. Dock with the carrier now.
Interceptor on deck. Sarah figures. Ready to copy.
Good to carry.
As mentioned prior, carriers can also build units. Switch to the newly transferred carrier in the build menu to begin unit production from it. To bolster our fleet, build additional interceptors from the carrier now. Carrier comms open.
Interceptors. Oh yeah, this is what we're talking about. How many? 5. There's your research first. It's good that the research is inside the build menu and just do the next thing. Gameplay events. This is everything that's happened so far. It's really intuitive. It's not too bad. It's just the camera controls, man. Crazy. I think it's a bit large though. I mean, like this. Is there something we changed? Scaling does not affect UI. It has to be UI. Apparently not. I would like to make it around 1440p. Everything seems a bit large, and especially once we're in the main game, I assume this goes. The tooltips are covering up a lot of what you want to see. I guess go away.
That strike craft was built from the mothership rather than the carrier.
Fuck off.
Be certain to designate the carrier from the build panel.
Yeah. Well.
Send. While carriers can't build capital ships, they're more mobile than the mothership and can quickly reposition themselves across a battlefield.
Whoa, did I do that?
Bolstering unit numbers is only one way to reinforce the fleet. New abilities for units can also be researched, which will give units extra utility or an edge in battle.
Begin researching the ability upgrade for interceptors.
Overcharge.
Command, carrier in position and standing by.
And now we got a fleet. We got a fleet.
Once researched, the technology is made available for all units it applies to. Most units will not use their abilities automatically and must receive direct orders. With good timing, this can turn the tide of an operation. Test the newly researched ability now.
Okay. Okay. Right.
Receiving.
Good. The ability will be active for a short period of time before going on cooldown. Using unit abilities frequently will give you an advantage in battle.
Why is this guy on
The next
fire?
location will allow units to take advantage of the tunnel to navigate, shielding them in the event of oncoming fire. Direct the contingent to the target position.
Go. Understood. Moving now. Copy. On our way.
Huh.
Location secured. No hostiles detected. Move the contingent of recon ships to the designated area above to gain cover and a vantage point.
Send message.
Oops.
Go. Vector set.
Hostiles are intercepting a friendly carrier. We must provide aid. Attack the enemies now.
DC, come in. Interceptors are stacked and ready.
Oh my god, where are they going?
Awaiting orders. Sensor alert. Enemy strike craft.
Uh-oh.
The combat effectiveness of an engagement force is often directly proportional to its ship composition, size, and ability to focus fire on an enemy. Cannon fire and missiles travel through real space and will collide with obstacles.
They just fly through the
Positional
asteroid.
ships behind large objects or behind
That's not
other
cool,
large
Mo.
ships, such as the
That's not
mothership,
cool.
can significantly blunt the effect of certain enemy assaults.
Tracking strike craft on approach. Meet them head on.
Clean kill.
Screwed.
Board just lit up. Strike craft closing in.
Shit.
Threat detected. Enemy strike craft. Sensor alert. Enemy strike craft.
Let's move in on a dime.
We have now practiced all the techniques necessary for our main operations. You may exit basic combat training, or remain for instructions on more advanced operations.
I think it's fine. The exit menu. Seems pretty cool. Mothership's off. I just don't think in quite the spot the original Homeworld games did. I definitely need to play those games. They definitely had a vibe. I think this graphics were right initially. I thought they were pretty cool, but I think it could definitely can do a lot of work. Not 100% convinced. I think the original games are a lot more intuitive, and like I said, I struggle with those games. But that definitely gives me an idea. Add it to the list. Add it to the list. But yeah, it's a bit of Homeworld 3 for you guys. If you enjoy that, go and pre-purchase it. I'm no expert on these this sort of RTS game. I do enjoy space sim. I do enjoy space games. Apparently, it's going to have a rogue-like sort of multiplayer mode. Maybe that's something to check out in the future, and I may well do that. But for now, it seemed like I don't know, do a little bit more work, I think. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. This will be uploaded along with a bunch of other NextFest demos. I will do another one after this because I'm enjoying these demos very much. Get to play a lot of different games. I recommend you do the same as well. NextFest is going till 12th of February. It's the next 4 days from today, which is now Thursday. We're going into Thursday, so give it a go. Download some games that look interesting to you. Hopefully, some of these games I'm playing are interesting to you, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you guys.